All right, 24 days into this bad boy. And this morning, definitely looking a lot more full than the last couple of videos, in my opinion. There's a very good reason for that. And it's the massive amount of cookies and chocolate milk that I had last night. So, I'm anticipating the scale to be up. Not quite a bit, but a bit. And I want to talk about how there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Because if you are staying consistent on your diet, which I have been for about a month now, if you're staying consistent, you're going to get really flat after a while. And, you're going to get to a point where your body might need a little bit of a refuel. And there's nothing wrong with refueling a little bit. And if you hop on the scale the next day and you're up 2 or 3 pounds, that just means the refuel's working, in my opinion. Shouldn't freak out about that. 175.1. So what's that, like 1.5 pounds since my last video? That's obviously none of that's fat. That's 100% just water weight, which I can kind of tell in my abs. I hold a lot of water in here. But I got the extra water weight, but I'm a lot more vascular this morning. Things are looking more full. And this can be a good motivator for people too, because I said in a previous video that sometimes I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, maybe I should hop off the cut. I'm feeling really small. Maybe I shouldn't have hopped on this soon. I should have bulked for a little bit longer. Maybe, but your body's going to look a certain way because of what we're doing to it. We're going to be depleting certain things that are going to make you look smaller. And I don't really like that lighting. That's just how it goes. So these can be, these cheat meals, there we go, can just be kind of a reminder of, okay, we've got this muscle under here. We're just shrinking a little bit because of what we're doing to our body. Not a big deal. But I can't say I'm unhappy with this because, the water weight's there, but I'm looking pretty full. And I know that this helped things out. I'm going to be able to go a little bit harder in the gym because of this for the next couple days. Let's talk about that as well. I am on my 3rd day of rest. It's like 29.5, so weight stayed the same. But anyways, 3rd day of rest, which I know a lot of people are like, I don't even want to take 1 day off. That's stupid, Taking 1 day off, even taking up to like a week off, that's normally going to benefit you. A lot of people, I hate to say a lot of people are overtraining because I don't think a lot of people go as intense as they should. But, definitely I can say if you're taking 3 days off from the gym once every few months, like I like to do, that's not doing anything bad. It's probably helping, as a matter of fact. So, did I lose all my muscle in the last 3 days? I would say not. And, tomorrow I'm going to hit legs. And it's been about like 6 or 7 days since I hit legs last. 100% I'm going to be stronger in there because of it, because these guys have had a lot of time to recover. So that's super important. Take your rest days, guys. Don't mess around with those. I know it can be addicting, and even not really like addicting, but from a mental health standpoint, I'm right there with you. I really like to go just to relieve stress, but you got to take rest days. It's so good for your body, and you don't want to keep pushing yourself because you can absolutely dig yourself into a bit of a hole, kind of negative progress, I guess you could say. You start to have, there's the law of diminishing returns, which a lot of people don't know what that is somehow, but, we'll break it down. It's a law, so it applies to everything. And, diminishing returns, it's kind of in the title there. You can figure out what it is. If you're adding an input and you're adding another input, you're going to get an output. And it's, let's say the inputs we're adding are food and exercise. Add this, you're going to get great benefits, right? But let's say you add too much food and too much exercise. You're going to get fat, you're going to overtrain, and you're actually going to bring yourself down. And that applies to literally everything in life. Everything has a limit to where you start doing a certain amount of stuff and it's working. You're increasing your input. Eventually, it's a bell curve. It's gonna curve out and it's gonna steady out, and that's just the way it works. So take your rest days, guys. Don't do too much bullshit. You really need to just relax. But all in all, I know we're still moving in the right direction. Don't let the water weight deceive you guys when you're doing your cuts too. Especially after your cheat meals, you're always gonna hold water. So don't worry about it. Don't be afraid to have a cheat meal or two. I had two, like back to back. I had 2 cheat meals for dinner. I went on Wednesday night and then Thursday night. And, I might even have another one this weekend because I've been nailing the diet every day for over a month now. I'm not too worried about it. We've got 8 weeks. Today is exactly 8 weeks. So, another 2 months of this, I'm not too concerned. I can definitely have quite a few cheat meals in that amount of time and not worry about it. So make sure you're getting those in because they will absolutely help you guys out in the long run.